guys, my name is rachelbeth, and in this video I'll be showing you how to make your own Gudetama. So I'll be showing you a sitting up one and a lying down one, so I hope you enjoy. Bye! So for this video you're going to need your yellow fabric, a white fabric, and then a white and black felt for the face. So to start off I'm going to do the lying down one. So you're going to do a circle with a radius of 2 inches, so it's going to be half the height that you want it to be. And then at the top you're going to mark a small dart, and then you're going to mark 2 on either end. So this is just to make the face a bit more rounded. Then you're going to want to draw a line the length of the circumference of the circle, and then with the height that you want the length of the body to be. So you're going to get 2 circles and 1 long piece. So for the fabric you're going to put it on fold. So for this I'm just going to half the long piece that we did because the fabric is on fold, and I'm going to cut out 2 of the circles. And when I'm cutting out the circle I'm just going to mark where the little darts are so I can sew them in place. So once you have them folded, you're going to put the fabric right side together, and you're going to just fold the little darts inside and pin them together and then sew down. So once you've done that, you're going to pin the circle to the longer end of the rectangle and do it on the other side as well, and that's going to show you where you can sew down along the length. So you're going to start off by sewing along the length of the tube, and you're going to leave a little 2-inch gap as well. And then once you've done that, you can sew along the circles on either side. And then when that's done, you're going to just snip around the curved edges. So just be careful not to cut your sewing. And then you can turn it right side out through the little hole that is left. And then once it's right side out, you can stuff it with stuffing, and then you're just going to sew close the little gap that is left. So just stuff it until you're happy with the size. And then for the little stitch, you're just going to do an invisible stitch. You're just going to put it through the curve so that the raw edges are tucked in, and you're just going to sew it along either way. So once that's done, you're just going to draw a tube with a little curved top. So this is going to be for the size of his legs, so I just did it roughly freehand. And then you're going to cut this out and fold, and you're going to make 4 of these on fold. And then you're going to sew along the curved side, leaving the end open. And once that's done, you can stuff them and then just curve the raw edges in and pin it in place, and then sew them down by hand. And I'm using the same stitch as before. And once all them are sewn in, you can start drawing on your facial features. So I decided to give him a little drooly face, so you can do whatever face you want, but that's just the face I went with. So you're going to cut out the eyes in a black felt, and then you're going to cut out the main mouth in a black felt, and then you're going to recut it out in white felt, except you're going to make the white one slightly smaller than the black one, so that you're going to be left with a black trim around it. And then once that's done, you can sew them all in place. So I started off by sewing the white part onto the black part of the mouth, and then I pinned all the pieces in place and just sewed them on by hand. Now you can glue them on if you'd like, or do whatever method you want. And of course we have to give Gudetama his butt, so to do this I just got a yellow thread and doubled it over, and then I literally just sewed a line over. So I just pulled the string over and tightened it so it brought in the fabric to give him a little butt cheek. And then I just tied it off and pull through the thread, and that's his little butt done. So now for the white part of the egg, I just decided to place him on the fabric and just cut it out freehand. So if you want you can draw it out first, but I just thought the freehand was nicer. And then once I've done that, I'm just going to sew all the way around, but I'm going to leave a 2-inch gap wherever I feel is best. So I left it along the straighter side. And then once that's done, you're just going to snip along all the curved edges like we have before, and then you're going to turn it inside out, and you can iron it flat if you'd like. I forgot to for this one, but I do recommend ironing it flat. Then you can just stuff it to however much you want it stuffed. And then you're just going to hand sew the little gap closed like we have before. So for his little bacon blanket, I'm just doing a strip of pink felt that is the thickness and length that I want, and then 2 little dark red strips just to go along it. I'm just using fabric glue to place these down. You can sew them if you'd like, or hot glue gun, but I just decided to fabric glue them. And then that is the lying down one done. So for the sitting up one, I decided to draw a line 6 inches long and mark the halfway point. So then I drew up from the halfway point to the height I wanted him. So I went for 7.5 inches, and then I just drew a curved either side. So I didn't do anything too technical. And then I just drew a little dart on the top like we did before, and then I'm reusing the circle pattern from the last one again. but without darts. So I'm using the long piece as the body and the round piece as the base. So you're going to cut the round piece once and the body twice. So then I'm just going to sew the dart of the body. So I'm going to do that on both sides, and then again I'm going to put both sides together and just sew along the curve like we did for the feet, leaving the end open. And then once that's done, I'm going to pin the base around the bottom, and again I'm going to leave a little 2-inch gap on one side just so I can turn it inside out again. And once that's done, you can turn it inside out and stuff it, and you're just going to make sure you snip all the curved edges like we did before, and then you're going to sew close the gap. And then the arms and the facial features, I'm doing exactly the same as the last time, except I'm placing the arms in a different place. So you can see there what I've done, and then I've given him a butt just like we did the last one. So once you have that done, that is your Gudetama's finished. So you've got a sitting up one and a lying down one, and I think they turned out really cute. So if you do like this video, please like, share and subscribe, and if you give it a go, tag me on Instagram or Twitter so I can see, and I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you all next video. Bye!